Well, hey there, what's going on? It's Mr. Jim. We are going to show you a little bit of the bass drum. That is this instrument right here. It's part of the drum set where you get to use your foot. Right, so we're going to kind of swivel between me talking to the screen here and coming down here. Just some cool bass drum fun. So bass drum, use your foot. Try not to pick your whole foot all the way up and then off. Just try to keep it rested on there. See how I have my foot rested on right, and of course you play a rhythm with that. You play like and you can play really kind of different speeds with that. I just have a single bass drum, but there's double bass drums. And I think there's even triple bass drums now, which is wild to think about. Just some different things with the bass drum, right? That's that really big circular one that you see in the front of the drum set if you're looking at it like you're out in the crowd. That's the big circle that happens sort of below. Now, not every drum set is going to look like this. Most do, but I use my foot to play it. So just to, we could do 4-beat on the floor. Right? That's something you hear with any sort of dance song. 4-beat on the floor is like a 1, 2, 3, 4, and I just keep that going while my hands would do something else, right? Playing on the hi-hat and the snare drum or the toms or the cymbals. So that's what this is kind of fun to see, to show 4 on the floor, right? And we can get into another rhythm that goes, right? And that would be We Will Rock You, right? And I'm tapping my lap to simulate the snare drum sound. So that's another thing you could do with the bass drum, right? Is get that We Will Rock You, or you could just do a 1, 2, 3 on there, like a 1, 2, 3, and then stop. Nice, right? And there's so many things you could do with the bass drum that are a lot of fun. You could do these alternate sort of rhythms, right? I like to think of using the bass drum too as almost like you're simulating a heartbeat. So you could be like, right? Or your heartbeat would just be, right? Normal resting heart rate is like 60 beats per minute. Maybe it's 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3 Mississippi, 4. This is almost like tribal in nature, right? I think you're playing around the campfire with a tribe. And that's what kind of this is like. So just some cool, simple bass drum fun. Nothing too crazy, but wanted to at least introduce that because we introduced the other elements. We introduced the hi-hat, the snare drum with the toms. And so there's different cymbals that we have. The floor tom, right, which is right here. So we wanted to make sure we didn't neglect having the bass drum in there. And it's really, really fun. Let's get that really low sort of thumping sound that creates that other rhythm to be able to work with your hands and your feet at the same time to play the full drum set. Peace and rock and roll and good stuff on the bass drum.